We were
Okay.
kind of on problems like this yesterday.
Would it be 1 over y to the 5?
It would be very good. Okay. Another problem here. I'll throw the multiple choice in on this one. You get some multiple choice. On your test. So here you go. Simplify x squared over x to the 7th.
Wouldn't that be 1 over x to the 5?
It is. It becomes x to the -5. And yes, it becomes that. Perfect. Okay, so we're building up to the more difficult problems. Here is the first one. If I could get the snip going. All right, so here we go. So we talked about problems like this yesterday. As a reminder, there's really an exponent of 1 above the 2. Okay, and this 3 gets distributed to everything, and you're multiplying.
Mhm.
Now you can also reduce first inside and then use the power of 3. It's up to you.
Okay.
You have to decide how you want to attack this problem.
All right. 8x to the 24, y to the 24. X to the 18, y to the 21. 8 over 1 x to the 8 x to the 6 y to the 3. Would it be 8x to the 6 y to the 3?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last part. Could you say it one more time?
Yeah. Would it be 8x to the 6 y to the 3?
Very good. Yes. Okay. Now, how did you do it? Did you simplify first or did you apply the exponent first?
Oh.
I'm asking you, which way did you do it?
I just added the exponent.
So you multiplied first and then
Yeah.
subtracted? Okay. For this next one, well, okay, yeah, that's fine. That does work. All right, here's another one like that to try. This time I'm putting the answers in just to see. I don't know if that helps or hurts, but one more of these before we move on to something else, more exponent stuff.
Yeah. All right. That would be 2 over 1 x to the -4 y to the 5 times 2 8 over y to the 10 x to the 8. Would it be 4? Would it be C?
It is not C.
Oh, C.
I think I keep hearing this one. Is that the one you mean?
Oh, yeah.
No. We're not on the same. I'm just making sure that I know which one you're choosing.
Yeah. So it's not
Okay.
that.
It is not C.
No.
So I think the issue is right here with this, right? So that becomes x to the -4 power.
Mhm.
And if you apply well, you like to square it first, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, problem is like if you're squaring 14 over 7
Yeah.
squared, that's kind of big, isn't it?
Mhm.
I don't want you to do something. I really want you to simplify inside parentheses first.
Yeah.
So let me have you try that. So this becomes 2x to the -4th y to the 5th all squared. try it from here.
Uh, 4 y to the 10 over x to the 8. I still got C for some reason.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes, you are correct. I misunderstood what you're saying. Okay. Yes, that does become that. Okay. Here's a new problem for you to look at. I hope it's nice and big on your screen because there's a lot of little nuances here with the letters. You remember how we did some problems yesterday where you have negatives and you have to distribute that to everything,
Yeah.
and then you combine like terms.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. Would it be A?
How did you come up with A? Tell me what you did so I can follow your work.
Well, so you're subtracting 2a squared b from negative 4a squared b.
Okay.
So
So I
that
agree
would
that is minus 6a squared b. That's good.
be,
But it means it could
yeah.
also be b, right?
Yeah.
Could be b. All right, keep going.
Oh, wait, I messed up there. Yeah, it's B. I thought the middles canceled out.
That's why it's really important to write it all out. I know that's
C.
not the easiest, but it's if you write it minus 2a squared b plus 3ab squared plus 5ab. If you write it out, I know it's extra work,
Yeah.
then you have a better shot of doing this. And you
Yeah.
say, oh, because the other thing you could look at is the last two, they also don't make minus 4ab. They make 6ab.
Yeah. 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 Sorry. Oh.
So easy. So here, I've got another one here for you to
Mhm.
try. I'm wonderful like that. I make sure you have an addition horrible problem here to look at. I want the answer in descending order. So put your highest exponent first,
Okay.
whenever you get it.
Mm. Oh. All right. 8 minus 5. Wait, no. Plus 3k to the 3 plus 7k to the 4 wait, no, that would be 6. And then that would be plus 5k to the 2. Would it be 6 plus 3k to the 3 plus 7k to the 4 plus 5k to the 2?
So again, I want it in descending
Oh,
order. That means it's got to be the highest exponent is 4, those first. So I want k to the fourth. So your answer should be k to the fourth, k cubed, k squared, k, and then a number. So
oh,
that's what I mean by descending order.
okay.
What goes in, what is the first one?
7k to the 4th,
Okay, I agree. Then what's the next one?
3k to the 3,
Good. And in front of k squared
5,
plus 5. How about k? Are there any k's?
no,
Okay, so what else?
6,
Nope.
no? Oh, wait,
This
no,
negates everything, right?
Yeah, it's 10.
It's 10. So it's just little stuff. It's just the details, but that's math. Very
Yeah.
detail oriented. Okay, 32. Sorry, problem number doesn't matter. What I want you to do is I want you to write your answer out, and then I'm gonna put the multiple choice in. Okay, and the reason is I want you to work it out without looking at the multiple choice. That way you force yourself to actually do it rather than look for the answer. And this is a good test taking strategy. It's basically do it and ignore the multiple choice, then compare your answer to it.
Okay.
So go ahead and go work this out, write your answer down, then I'm going to snip in the multiple choice and you can tell me which one it is.
Negative 15 x to the fourth, y to the fourth, minus 9x to the 3, y to the 5, minus 6 x to the 3, y to the 3, plus 9. 15, negative 30, x. Right, you can't combine them, right?
Nothing you can combine. Like there's nothing you can combine in here, so you can't combine it there.
Yeah, all right. So would it be negative 15 x to the fourth?
Wait, hang on. So here's what I want you to do. This is a testing strategy. Like one of the things I'm noticing is that when I put the answers in, you kind of look to the answers, which is okay to do. I want you to see if your answer is here.
Okay.
If it's not, that means you made a mistake somewhere.
Yeah.
Then we can figure out where that is.
Uh-huh.
Do any of those match up to your answers?
No.
That means there's a mistake. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's look at this. Yeah, I mean, that's why we're doing this, because there's some details. So the 3 times the minus 5, 3 times the minus 5 is minus 15. Minus 15. X squared times x squared is x to the fourth because you're adding the exponents. Y cubed times y to the 1 is Max. Y cubed times y to the 1.
Y to the 4.
Okay, and notice all the answers have that, so that's not much help. Let's keep going. Minus 3 times 3 is 9. And then it's x squared times x. What does that become?
X cubed.
Okay, y cubed times y squared is y to the fifth. And so when you look there, you start recognizing, okay, and this is when you look at the answers, you notice it's answer D.
Yeah.
Now let's keep going here. I'm not sure where you went wrong, but it's 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. X squared times x is x cubed, y cubed, and then plus 27x squared y cubed.
I treated the 9 as part of the x squared for some reason.
No, yeah, definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah.
All right, so good job on that. Let's find another one here. I think I've got another one on this other test. I'm basically grabbing tests to try this with. Ooh, it doesn't have one. All right, let's try one more. Let me just make one up here. Oops. Okay. Minus 4xy squared cubed 3x minus 4y plus 8x squared y cubed. Could you simplify this for me, please?
Oh, yeah. Negative 12 x to 4 y squared minus 16 x to the 3 y to the 3 plus 32 minus 32 minus 32 x to the 5 y to the 6.
Give me your final answer whenever you're ready.
Yep. Negative 12x to the 4th y to the 2 plus 16x to the 3 y to the 3 minus 32 x to the 5 y to the 6.
Fifth. You're adding the exponents,
Oh,
not multiplying them. Yeah.
yeah.
Thankfully, that probably would not have been a multiple choice, but it's a small thing, right? It's always a small thing. Math's just full of little details. So, okay, good job on that. Let's find some other problems to work on tonight. Here is another one. I will give you the multiple choice with this one. Stuff we we're working on yesterday. So if you recall, you have to take this 10x and multiply by x squared minus 2x and 2, then the 5 times the x squared, the minus 2x and the 2, and then you should be able to combine some terms. So what I'd like you to do is try to work it out without looking at the answers, and then look at the answers and decide which one is correct.
Okay. So I would FOIL it and then look at the answer.
Well, you're not foiling because
Oh, yeah.
FOIL only applies to, like, let's say it was like x plus 5 and x minus 8.
Yeah.
You're taking that 10x and multiplying it by everything, then the 5 and multiplying it by everything.
Yeah.
And then you collect like terms. What I'm suggesting though is, like, you will do better on the test if you don't worry about the answers until after you're done working it out. Like,
Yeah.
you almost want to cover them up and just say, okay, they're not even there.
Mhm.
All right, is it clear what I'm asking you to do, Max?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
And x plus 5 x squared minus 2x plus 2 new 4. So that would be 10x cubed minus 20x squared plus 20x. And then you then have 5x squared minus 10x plus 10. And then you would do x cubed minus 25x squared plus 10x plus 10. All right, so it would be
So here's a possibility, Max. What if your answer isn't there? Like, what if you do all your work, you work it out, and your answer isn't there? Probably means you made a mistake. And that's why I rather you work it out and start looking at the answers, because you can go back and try to figure out where did I go wrong.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of the right stuff. 10x cubed minus 20x squared plus 20x, and then 5x squared. Notice I'm putting it underneath the x squared, minus 10x plus 10. Does this match what you have?
Yeah. I accidentally just put I added negative 5x instead of
Ooh,
like
right. That's why sometimes you gotta almost restart. You almost have to cover up everything you did and just restart and see what you got. I'm tempted to give you another one. We probably should do another one. But we won't. Okay. Let's do something related here. I don't want to do that one. Let's do this one. Okay, here's a new problem for you to work on. This one is a FOIL problem, but there's also this 5 on the outside. So you almost treat it like the 5 is just waiting until the end. Like you FOIL it and then multiply everything by 5. Is that clear?
yeah.
Okay, give that a try, please.
So where I put the pencil. All right. 4x plus 2 y minus 4 2y minus 8 xy minus 4x 2y squared. Wait, no, 2y.
It should be 4 distinct terms
Yeah, okay.
when you're all done.
So 2y times multiplied by 5, 10y minus 40 plus 5xy minus 20x. Would it be 10y minus 40 plus 5xy minus 20x?
It is, yeah, very good. Okay. Your FOIL was kind of in an odd order. I don't know if I mean, it does not have to be FOIL. It just, that's the standard. So just keep that in mind. All right. Give me just 10 seconds. Someone's at my door, which is very unusual. So I just need 30 seconds. I'm gonna be right back. Let me give you a problem to think about while I'm doing that.
Okay.
Here is the problem. All right, go ahead and take a look at that. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, I'm back. I
Yeah.
was going to give you a hint here. It's better to write it out like this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So p squared. What's 11 times 11? 121. 121. And that would be 22p. Would it be p squared plus 22p plus 121?
It would be, yeah. Let me give you one more of those to try, and then we'll move on to factoring. But 8k minus 1 squared. Same thing, you want to really separate it out as 8k minus 1, 8k plus 1.
Yeah. 8k minus 1. 8k minus 1. 64k squared. Plus 1. Plus 16k. Would it be 64k squared plus 16k plus 1?
You got a sign error. So the outer and the inner, the outer and the inner are negative. Negative 8k minus 8k. It is 64k squared. It is plus 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
64k squared minus 16k plus 1.
Mhm.
And so let's try one more of those just because I want to see you get it perfectly correct here.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to make this one a little more difficult. Let's go 4x plus 2y to the power of 2.
Say for 4x plus 2y. 4x plus 2. So that would be 16x squared plus 4y squared. And up again, that would be a plus 16x y squared. All right. Would it be 16x squared plus 16x squared y squared plus 4y squared?
Yes. Yes. Let me I was listening instead of writing, but yeah, that's correct. 16x squared. Now, if you remember, this is a special product. You multiply these together to get 8xy and then double it. 16xy plus 4y squared. Really good stuff. Okay. So I want to give you some problems here where the multiple choice is given, the answers are given, because I want you to, and I'll make you do this for one because I don't think you'll need to pass this one. I'd like you to multiply these all out to figure out which one is correct.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean by that? Like over here, like what does this become, and is it right or is it wrong, and why?
Yeah.
So notice this becomes x squared. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for you to, I'm going to do it here. X squared minus 12x plus 36. But why is this one wrong? Why isn't it this? Like this one's missing a bunch of things. Or it's got an extra 12x. It's not negative, right?
Yeah.
This is x plus 6 times x plus 6, which is x squared plus 12x plus 36. So that's wrong. So notice that this one has 2 terms, and so far they've all had 3, right?
Yeah.
C is x squared minus 5x minus 36. Well, it's got the minus 36, but it's got this middle term. Why is the last one correct?
Because it is a negative 36.
And the outer and the inner cancel, right? It becomes x squared plus 6x minus 6x plus 36, x squared, I'm sorry, minus 36 at the end, not plus.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I was hoping you would see, and I think we did a bunch of these at one of our lessons, is that when you get a squared minus b squared, this becomes a minus b times a plus b. And it works both directions. Like, let's say I tell you something is x minus 5 times x plus 5. You have to say, oh, that's x squared minus 25. Or if I give you the one on the left, like if I say, okay, it's x squared minus 9, that becomes x minus 3, x plus 3. These are called special products. In fact, this is a difference of squares.
Yeah.
Okay. So hopefully you remember that, maybe.
Yeah.
The other type of factoring that you might do, there's a number of these special factorings that you could have. Trying to find another one here. You guys focus more on multiplying though, didn't you? Not factoring.
Yeah.
All right. So let me see if I can find it. I just realized that you guys aren't doing a bunch of factoring yet. Okay. I ran out of problems. Give me just a moment here to find a few more. Was going one direction. We need to U-turn pretty quickly here. Nope, that ain't gonna work. All right, so while I'm thinking of that here, could you go ahead and I want you to tell me the difference between, I want you to do each of these, x minus 3 squared, x plus 3 squared, and then subtract the difference, please.
Track the difference. X squared minus 6x plus 9 minus x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 0. Is it 0?
Let's check here. So this is x squared minus 6x plus 9. Is this what you have?
Yep.
And then x squared plus 6x plus 9 like this,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, dang it. Oh.
And then you subtract everything.
Yeah.
So it's minus x squared minus 6x minus 9. It's not 0.
Oh yeah, it would be negative 12x, right?
It'd be negative 12x. Good. Okay, let's try another one here. Let's go x minus 4, x plus 4 minus x minus 4 squared. Give that a try, please.
Okay. Well, that would be x squared plus 16. X squared plus 16 minus x squared minus 16. Wait, no. 16 plus 6 minus 32x plus 16. Then you have to subtract that. Would it be negative 32x? No, wait, no, positive 32x.
Okay, that's your answer. Let's take a look here. This becomes x squared minus 16. Is that what you got?
Yeah.
On the right here, it's x squared minus 8x plus 16, but it's all in negatives. It's all going to be negated.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, I thought it was negative 32x.
Yeah, so why don't you give it another try from here?
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. It would be negative 8, no, wait, 8x minus 32. Is that right?
It is 8x minus 32. Yes, very good. Okay, let's go back to some factoring. So there's the first type of factoring, and I just looked at your most recent test that we worked on to kind of refresh what your teacher had you working on. The most recent type of factoring you did starts out with GCF. GCF. So GCF is a number and a letter.
Yeah.
All right. So can you tell me what number goes into both 4 and 32?
Yes. It would be
Hopefully 4.
4.
You always try the smaller number. Like hopefully it works. Everything goes in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how about between x squared and x?
X.
There's an x. So you're dividing, you're essentially dividing both of these by that.
Yeah. So it would be x plus 8. X plus 8.
Perfect. Okay. Now the next problem we're going to look at is more sophisticated, got a little bit more going on, but it's the same approach. Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to figure out what goes into all three of these numbers. Like, does 7 go into all three of them? Hopefully. And then what goes into all three of them variable wise?
It would be variable x, right?
X definitely goes into all of them, but does that 7 go into all of them?
Yeah.
It does. So now you've got to divide each of these by 7x.
Oh, so it would be x squared minus 9x plus
So try like 7 times 10, that's 70. And you want to get to 98. So how much is left over?
18.
28.
28,
And so 7 times what gets you to 28?
14.
4. So you add them up 14. Now we were doing this type of factoring the other day. You're looking for two numbers that multiply to 14, but add to -9.
Yeah. So that would be 7 and 2. So that would be
But that does not add to -9. That adds to +9.
-7 or -2.
Yes.
So
Very good. Okay. So here is kind of another problem like that to think about. You're looking for two numbers that multiply to 96, but add negative 96, but add the positive 4. So multiply to negative 96, but adds the 4.
Okay. Multiples of 96. Let's see. So it has to be equal to 4, right? So
This is where it gets tough, right? It's like, how good is your multiplication? How fast are you? Because it's not that this is difficult. You just maybe haven't done this in a while.
yeah.
So they have to be 4 apart.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, 8 and 12?
Yes, but one's positive and one's negative.
Oh yeah. 12 is negative.
If that were the case, this would add to negative 4.
Oh dang. The 8 is negative.
Yes, yes. And so there's always a check. There's always a way to figure out this is C minus 8, C plus 12, like that.
Yeah.
All right, here's another couple of problems to look at. This has a GCF. No, I'm sorry, this one does not have a GCF. We don't want to do that type right now. Okay, this, sorry, let me give you a couple of GCF problems to do. All right, here you go. There's a look for the GCF in this one, please.
So would it be 5x?
Yes, you have to look at the highest degree power. So yes, or highest degree power term. So it is a 5x and everything. In fact, you might even want to rewrite it so that it's in descending order, like we talked about the very first problem.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. So would the final answer be x squared minus 8x minus 6?
Yes, as long as you put that 5x on the outside, you can't forget about it.
Yeah.
Right. Number 10 here. So we're just completely going back to something we did earlier. Oh. Could you try simplifying this for us, please?
Yeah. So that would be that would be negative 8x to the 9 y to the negative 9, which would be negative 8x to the 9 over y to the 9.
Really good. Really good. Kind of curious, like, how do you view the -2 to the power of 3? What kind of, how do you look at that? You do it, you did it correctly here. And a lot of students don't. So I'm just wondering what you see.
Well, I just remember that 3 is an odd number and that
Okay,
is negative.
got it. Got it. That makes a lot of sense here. Okay, last one for us for tonight. This is for sure last ones. See if we can get it in here. Go ahead and tell me the answer as you go here.
It would be 16 n to the 4 m to the negative 12. So that would
Good.
be 16 n to the 4 over m to the 12.
Very good. Very, very good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and stop there, stop right there for today.